1. And we're in our first intermission of tonight's game with the Huskies and our senior day for women's hockey, and 5 seniors, 2 graduates and 3 seniors that we're going to try and coerce to come back next year for a 5th year, but we'll see if we're successful in a moment. But first, let's introduce them all to you. Our first senior is from Armstrong, British Columbia, Canada. She is a senior in exercise science, and her name is Julian Nelson, better known as JJ on our broadcast. Hello, JJ.
Hi.
And our second senior from Lyndonville, Vermont, the home of Husky hockey, it seems. A lot of great Huskies have come out of Vermont. She's a nursing major, also a senior. One of the captains on our defense and does a stellar job, can play forward, is Brianna Dottie. And Brianna, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Jim?
I am great. And we're going to talk to your partner over to your other side there. We'll leave the one in the middle for a moment. And from the young lady who traveled the furthest away on our senior class this year, comes all the way from Telford, England, and she's a mathematics major. And Dougie herself, Shannon Douglas. Hi, Dougie.
Hey, Jim.
How you doing? And finally, our 2 graduate seniors, and we'll stay in the big 3 screen here for a minute. And she's a graduate senior from Maine, Massachusetts, a policy planning and management major, and Captain Shannon Colbert. Hi, Shannon.
Hey, Jim.
And our other graduate senior is from Milan, New Hampshire. She is the grade 8, one of 2 grade 8s on the USM hockey. Of course, Brendan Dowler on the men's side. On the women's side, the occupational therapy major herself, Riley Burnett. And how you doing, Riley?
Good, Jim. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And Shannon and Riley, you guys are old school. This is a second go around for you with me on the senior round table.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes this year.
And of course, now you didn't leak out the cliff notes to the other 3, did you? Because we got to welcome them into this process.
We're leaving them to fend for themselves.
For all of you, and I know, and I'll come back to Riley and Shannon in a minute on this question, but I'll start with JJ. Are you surprised this day has finally come, and can you believe it's here?
Honestly, it comes so fast. Like it feels like you just blink and the day's here, So it's gone pretty fast.
And Brianna?
Yeah, I feel the same. I was just telling somebody the other day that I was like, I still feel like a freshman. And then I was even like, I don't even know what happened last semester, let alone 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So I can't believe it's here.
And of course, Dougie, you've come the longest way. I mean, you've had the longest journey, the longest time, but here it is. It's finally here for you.
Yeah, I'm surprised I got this far, but we made it.
And while I got you, Dougie, Telford, England is a long way away. I'm Irish. I know England very well, but I don't know Telford. Tell us a little bit about Telford and how University of Southern Maine got on your radar.
Telford's just like a small little town in England, but I went to school in Canada for 4 years, and that's kind of got me into the university search, and then Southern Maine found me, really.
And of course, Shannon, you're right there. You're no stranger to this. You went through this before, went through all the emotions, but you and Riley didn't get to have the proper senior day, and hopefully this year we're going to be able to do that for you. And I know there was a lot of driving factors for you to come back, but what was the biggest driving factor to get you to come back? Because I know you were on the fence about coming back, whether to come here or maybe go to another school to continue your education. But I know it was a big decision, but there was a lot of unfinished business.
Yeah, Jim, we talked about that. Like, just there's a lot of left on the table that I think we never finished. I saw the potential in this group. My best friends were here. My sister's here. It just kind of like had to come back, finish it with Ben. Nice to have her by my side too.
And Riley, was it the same for you, or was it a no-brainer? You were coming back no matter what?
I'm in an accelerated program, so I was here either way. So I'm going to drag out my hockey career as much as I can.
So if you're going to be here, you might as well just walk across campus you're going to walk across campus and get on that rink no matter what anyway, whether you're playing with a hockey jersey or not, right?
Yeah.
Is coaching in the future for any of you? Is it to stay in hockey, or are you looking to maybe continue your playing career if you can?
Yeah.
And anybody can jump in on that.
Coaching younger girls would be fun, so that's definitely kind of on the table for me. I'm not really sure when, but sometime.
Can I coerce any of you with a Snickers bar to come back next year of the three that are graduating, the three seniors? Or is it going to take more than a Snickers bar?
2 Snickers bar and tuition, Jim.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm good, but I don't know if I'm that good. And of course, looking back at it, and Brianna, you've been a stalwart on the defense back there right from day one. You're a very offensive-minded defenseman. Does that come natural to you? Were you formerly a forward, or were you converted to D, or was it the other way around?
I have been a D my whole life. I've definitely always been aggressive with it. And then my junior and senior year of high school, I kind of just got thrown into being a center by my high school coach. And that is kind of what gave me a little bit more of an offensive edge. But I was a defenseman since I started skating. And so I guess I was kind of forced into it. But I love it. It gave me that good offensive edge as a defenseman. So.
And Dougie, you're listed as a forward defenseman, and you just recently went back to defense, and you kind of manned the point, top of the umbrella on the power play. Even on the 5-on-5, you found yourself the last couple of games right in that spot, and that spot seems to fit you, and that little nasty wrist shot that you have.
Yeah, I played D like most of my life, but towards the end of my high school career, I got moved to forward. So coming into college, I was forward, and recently I've been pulled back to D to help out, and I've enjoyed it. So.
And JJ, you're from north of the border. You come through the Canadian route yourself. You're just born into hockey. Tell us about your growing up and how you got into hockey. Was it a family tradition?
My family's always liked hockey, but my parents actually tried me for figure skating. And I just kind of sat on the ice because I could not skate with the toe pick at all. So then they threw hockey skates on me, and I just went flying. I would skate forever on hockey skates. And they're like, maybe I should just start playing hockey. And from there, I stuck with it.
And Riley, you come from a hotbed of hockey in New Hampshire. Of course, UNH just down the road for you. Was it ever a thought to stay at home at UNH or go to a New Hampshire school, or was it always going to be Southern Maine?
No, I think the goal was originally to go to UNH. You always have the dream of playing D1 when you're younger. But then in high school, I realized that I just wanted to focus on my career path and go with the accelerated occupational therapy program, and USM was it for me.
And, I'm going to go across the board with all of you, and I think you guys do such a great job off the ice as you do on the ice. And the Y Scholars, I think you all have gotten the Y Scholars, and that number has gotten increased more and more, and especially with the 2 hockey teams. It's going to make you pretty proud that more and more of the fellas on the boys' side and your own teammates are making that all academic team. And I know it's been very important to a lot of you. Tell us about, and you guys, maybe we can go around, everybody chime in on this one, of how important it is to have that, the classroom behind you and to excel and to have that Y scholarship be a goal.
I mean, Coach always says it from day one. You're here to get an education first and foremost. Hockey is kind of like an extra on the side that we all get to do. Because at the end of the 4 years, maybe 5 for some of us, we're going to graduate, go into the real world. But so we do kind of focus on that, and it's nice that it kind of pays off. And we've gotten the Team GPA award a few times since we've been here, so that's always good to see.
And Dougie and Brianna, while you guys are right in the picture, you might as well chime right in.
I'm not sure. I like the combination. I mean, we all grew up going to school and playing sport at the same time, so it's kind of just part of our life. And it's nice to have both of those on the table, to be such high accomplishments, to be such successful student athletes, both on the ice and off. It's just a nice feeling to have.
And Shannon, Dougie?
Yeah, I just agree with both of them. It also helps for time management for later on in life too. So.
I forget I have the 2 Shannon, so I got to specify. Dougie was Colbert, Colbert Report, and JJ, for you, how the education obviously huge. To be able to go back home to Canada with a degree of some sort is huge to bring back home up north, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Like, education's the first thing. I mean, like, I always wanted to look for hockey first, but like education is huge. Just like when I agree with Shannon, when you're done after your 4 years or 5 years, that like you're walking out with a degree and an experience that a lot of people don't get. So, yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the charitable work you guys have done. You did a lot with Coach with the military awareness, saluting our heroes and our troops. And this year, you guys took a new approach and did a new charity this year. I don't know who wants to talk about it. For if anybody wants to chime in on it. And I even got one of the caps. I don't have it with me, but I thank you for that. But it was very important to bring awareness this week. And if somebody can jump in and just tell us all about that and how that came to be.
This for the Let's Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we just been trying to focus a lot on mental health this year. We did a suicide awareness walk in September with the boys team. So it's nice to be able to combine with them on that. And just kind of bring it more of part of the conversation, kind of breaking the stigma. USM's been working on that a lot. But one of the freshmen on our team, Allie, her dad was able to get those hats. So it's nice to be able to post that and be kind of a part of that trend for the day.
I noticed, Shannon and girls, behind you, there are Christmas stockings still on the wall. It is mid-January. Are we hoping that Hockey Claus comes back one more time with an NEHC championship ring in there?
These stockings are up year-round. Anybody wants to bring us a gift, we have a place to put them. And it's just, we've lived at this apartment for 3 years now, and we put them up, and they've been up for the past 3 years. And now it's just like an iconic, this is what makes our apartment. We can't take them down.
The tree's still up too. So.
Yeah, you want to see the tree?
You got to be kidding me. So you got so it goes what? Christmas tree? So it hasn't made the conversion to Valentine's tree yet.
Our Valentine's decorations are over there. They're taking corner of the house right now.
And you think we're kidding.
I love JJ's expression. She looked like, those girls are nuts.
Christmas is over.
Yeah, you can put that on the Colbert Report. There you go. That's a go. That's it. Hey, and I know that this year you guys have been playing with a heavy heart. The whole program has, and especially on the boys' side. And you guys have supported the guys by wearing these little stickers on your helmets, the Bevy stickers. And of course, we got Mike's jersey right there. And maybe you guys can talk a little bit of the impact Bev had on all of you, and maybe you guys can all take a moment and share a story or an interaction you had with Bevy, and and what he meant to the women's hockey program. Obviously, he was very close to Coach Lozier, but I know he was close to a lot of you guys too.
I mean, even just walking around the rink, like me and Ben have been here for 5 years. Years ago, we would always just walk through. Especially, we played a lot of back-to-back games. I think our freshman and sophomore year have been. So he'd always be there. He'd always be saying good luck to us before the games. It's nice to quick chat and just to see him supporting the boys the way he was able to for all those years. I know they really appreciated it. We were able to talk to a lot of them this year, so they were really appreciative of him and everything he's done.
And Riley, you've been around so much. You guys are all in and out of the building all the time, and you guys are coming in after the boys are practice and vice versa. And and just the sense of humor that he had was contagious. And as soon as he met you, you were instantly a best friend to him. And it was one of the endearing qualities that Mike had on all the players that have come through this program.
Yeah, you can definitely see that how big of an impact he had made. Just all the people that showed up to his memorial that day, all the stories of him shared. That was a great day to be a part of and just to listen to those stories.
And of course, how much fun was it, girls, to see some of the Huskies throughout all the decades, the old timers, the players that were here that have gone out elsewhere that came back. I mean, it's a testament not only to the program, but to what the arm that Bevy had and the impact he had on former coaches, former Huskies throughout the years, to have all those eras of Husky hockey in one place.
It was amazing. It was amazing to see, even from the little kids all the way to the grown adults that were all there, just sharing in all the stories that they had.
And of course, this being your senior day, obviously a lot of emotions going through. But one person in particular is going to have a very special day today. That's Riley Burnett, because today, Riley, as soon as they drop the puck, you're going to have game number 100. You're going to join Shannon in that illustrious club and Mav Lions on the boys' side as the only 3 seniors this year that will get that goal. Obviously, it's a huge milestone. Did you ever think you would do 100 games?
No, I would have never guessed that I would have hit 100 games. But I mean, we have been here for half a decade, so it's bound to come.
And Shannon, when you hit it earlier this year, that it had to be, did you know it was coming, or was it leaked out? Or because I know you were after it was done, you were so relieved.
Yeah, I had counted before the season, just like, I wonder if I'll hit it, like, just to know. So I was like, I've been here long enough, you know, like Ben said, you think I'd hit it. Just kind of crazy to think, like, wow, I've laced my skates up 100 times for these games. I started thinking about that for the game, so it's kind of crazy, but it was really exciting.
And Dougie, thinking about the underclassmen, they have really stepped it up, and especially this month. In January, you guys went 6-2. And in every single one of those games, you guys were shorthanded, never had the full complement of a lineup for the entire month, yet an impressive 6-2 start going into February. The last 4 games, all in February, they're very important. But the freshmen, the sophomores, the juniors, they all stood up, and especially the underclassmen. How impressed are you with the future of the program in their hands coming up to take it on from the torch that you guys are going to pass on to them today?
It's exciting to see them all stepping up, especially in times we've had recently with the shortened roster. They've all been playing like they've been here for 4 years, so that's nice to see. And it's going to be exciting to see in the future too, to watch and see the results of the games, because I'm sure they're going to be doing very well.
And Dot, same question for you.
Yeah, I love the underclassmen on this team. They're amazing. You can tell that they're excited to keep going, and I have no doubts for the future for the program.
And JJ, who do you see as who are some candidates you might see wearing the alphabet on the sweater?
Oh man, I have no idea. This year has been like so, I don't know, this team has bonded so well this year that it's like everybody has stepped up as leaders individually, and everybody individually has played so many roles on the team that like I think it's going to be probably a really hard thing to determine, because everybody is just so out there and everybody is so willing to lead. So yeah.
And Riley, for you, who's the player you think is the next player to hit 100 games? Who's that going to be, or who's going to be the one to maybe break some of you guys' records?
That's a hard one to predict, because COVID was so unpredictable with our 5th year here. So I don't know. I think it's going to take a lot for someone to hit 100 games, but I think Shaggy is a player to watch for some goal milestones. But we do have a lot of other great freshmen and other underclassmen that can definitely break some records.
Okay, we're going to go around the room, and each of you get to answer this one, because this is the question I kind of self-load for myself, of course. I think I answered you and Shannon this question last year. So we'll start with JJ, and we'll come back to the graduate seniors. What is your favorite call, favorite Wardo call in any of your games? Is there one that stands out?
Any what?
Any of the Wardo calls, like on one of your goals or a play that you made. Is there one call that stands out, or one game that stands out?
I'm not sure. Wait, can we move to Jody and then I'll think about it. Hold on.
Yeah, we can do that. See, that's a good forward, passing it off back to the point. There you go. Good job. So we're going to go to the point. On the left point is Brianna Doughty with the puck now.
Ready to go on the point. I might be cheating by 2, so maybe JJ, she can steal one of these. One, you yelling goal, nothing else will ever compare. Hearing you yell goal is just like, you can put it in a hype up music promo video. Like, you'll never forget it. Just goal. Nothing compares. And then my second one is, I love the one for Georgie Snow. Snowman. I love that one.
Move over, Bandit. The Snowman's coming through. Okay, how many of you not seen that movie? I know she hasn't seen that movie. I don't know how you don't see Smokey and the Bandit, right?
I know it's before her time.
See, we gotta teach these youngins the classics. And Dougie, for you?
It's gonna be the new one, Major McKim.
Yeah, and by a raise of a hand, and I mean Dougie, who gave me that line.
It sounds better when you say it though.
Oh well, yeah, but you have the accent. Come on now. And Riley?
I just gotta go with what Dodie said with the goal. It's very consistent whenever one of us scores, and it's my favorite thing.
And of course Shannon.
I like you can put that on the Colbert Report. And I like that. I don't score often, but whenever you watch it and I hear that yell, it always feels good.
Yeah, and I was kind of embarrassed when the boys came up with the warm-up tape, and to find out I'm a month into it, I was on it, and I didn't even know I was on it, and and it's been playing like when I'm doing the warm-ups, and yet I never heard myself until somebody gave it to me on the day of Bevy's Day, and I'm going, oh my God, it's like, and then I heard you guys playing in the locker room.
Yeah.
But and now looking back at all this, and this is where you guys get to have your little shining moment to maybe have a tear or two, and we can go around the room, and everybody, if everyone wants to say anything to your parents, your fans, your family that are tuning in and from around the world, what would you like to say to them? This is your time to shine.
All right, well, I guess I'll start. I don't know, maybe generic. I definitely want to thank my parents. They did a lot. I had an older sister who also played hockey. They would have to drive from one end of the state to the other. I vividly remember we were both in playoffs one time. I had my game, and then my mom drove me like 2 hours to watch the third period of my sister's game. So I just want to thank them because I definitely wouldn't have made it this far in my hockey career without either of them.
And Shannon?
Yeah, it's kind of the same. My parents have been there the whole way. Like, my dad pushed me into hockey. I did not want to play at all. I said no to him probably like 3 years in a row. Then just to kind of like get him off my back, I was like, fine, I'll play. And then I haven't looked back since. So kind of thankful he did that, and just being able to play with Jordan, that's huge too. So thankful that they've been with me through this whole ride.
Dougie?
Yeah, same with my parents, but I'm lucky that they'll be here for senior game, so I don't have to give them a shout out this time.
Come on.
And before we go to the other two, I have to ask you a follow-up. How many of your family and friends in England actually watch the games, and how many actually know what hockey is?
My parents watch it, and my little sister, and then my grandparents watch it too. So they'll always stay up even with the time difference. So very supportive.
Awesome. And JJ, for you, what would you like to say to your family and friends and fans that are watching?
I would like to thank my parents for literally doing everything for me to succeed and for just being there in all honesty. And then I really want to thank my grandparents and my sisters for watching. They watch as much as they can. My niece and nephew are always there. And then I just want to thank like my teammates for all the support and welcoming me in when I was just coming in as a year late.
So was that feedback to Dottie to the point? Was that a goal on that little dump pass that you just dumped on her there a little while ago?
Absolute snipe.
And Riley, last but not least, Riley Burnett, what would you like to say, hon?
I'd like to say thank you to my family for supporting me through these 5 years and through my whole hockey career. And special shout out to my mom and dad. My mom has probably been I'm going on my 100th game now, so my mom's probably been to about 96 of them. So thank you, Mom. And
I want to, on behalf of us, on a personal note, I want to thank each and every one of you. You guys have all been nothing but great to me. And I know when I've caught you on a bad day, I try to cheer you up. And many times, and I've said this a number of times on senior day, I can have a lousy day or having a bad time. And this year, of course, was, as you know, was tough, especially with Bevy and all that. And you guys on more than one occasion picked me up. And I can never thank you guys enough for that. 100 times, maybe even a million times over, I could never repay you for the kindness you guys have shown me as a group through this wonderful journey that we've all had together. And it's been great to get to know each and every one of you. And I wish you nothing but the best of success in your post-Husky career. And as always, anytime you're back, you're more than welcome to stop by the booth and stay in touch with us. And if you need anything, just send a letter and we'll do anything we can to help you. And we thank you guys very much. Shannon Colbert, Riley Burnett, Brianna Doughty, Shannon Douglas, and of course, JJ, she's dynamite, Julian Nelson. And thank you guys for joining us on Senior Day. And you guys have the best day ever. And let's go get the cup.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
That'll be it for Senior Day on our Husky Intermission. When we come back, more Husky hockey. SouthernMaineHuskies.com, LEC Network, and the Little East.tv.